once again, I'm out there making it another great day, and some oddities today. Oddities and Antiques, a shop called Oddities Antiques. Luckily, I found this place. It is off the beaten path, and that's it back here. We're gonna go in and check this place out. They have some oddball stuff, just so much stuff. I will not be able to show it all. And these are one of those places I really love looking at, and I usually spend a long time at. So we're gonna go check this oddball place out. It's coming at you right now. I'm getting ready to walk into a place called Oddities and Antiques, and this is a creepy shop. Cool but creepy, and I like cool and creepy, and I think you guys do too. I went in here, I've checked it out, and I'm going to go back in and we're going to have a little tour here. Look at these baby dolls here in the window with all kinds of bones and things. It's just interesting as all get out. Even here on the porch before you go in, there's interesting things hanging here as well, and even some taxidermy type items here as well in this place. And there's no telling what you might find. Maybe even a stretcher here. Emergency room type situation here. It looks like maybe a dead body, but I'm not sure. I am getting ready to go right on inside this place. This is going to be so cool. They have so much stuff in here. I could be in here a long, long time in this shop. There's so many rooms, and we're going to walk around and check it out. Looks like they've got an x-ray machine here too, and you can even buy the x-ray. Not sure what year, but that's pretty neat. They even have some laboratory equipment here if you want to be Dr. Frankenstein. They can do that here for you. They have all kinds of lab equipment for your lab needs. There's some absolutely interesting stuff here, and what I found interesting was this skeleton here with the gas mask. I think, buddy, it's too late for the gas mask. Too late to save you with that. They even have a little baby here in a carriage with a gas mask as well. I hope it's not too late. Maybe this one can be saved because he's not a skeleton. They have a whole chair full of baby dolls. All kinds of creepy baby dolls. This one looks very creepy right here. That's an old one. And this one's kind of new. But there's all different kinds here. And they even got a baby here who's ready to go snorkeling. It is Florida. They even have a lady here who's ready for a fire in case anything gets hot here. You know, in case there's a hot one. But hopefully not. And she even has a cross here as some backup protection. Well, I had no idea there was a portrait of Tampa J here. No, that's not Tampa J. I'm sorry, Tampa J. Does kind of favor either Tampa J, Adventures by George, or Exploring Ryan. Y'all can vote on that. Here's a whole big case of all kinds of animal skulls. I mean, I've never seen so many animal skulls in one big case. They even have some signage in here, and how appropriate. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Classic film. They definitely have the stuff in the formaldehyde jars here all over the place. This is pretty cool. A lot of oddities here. There are so many creepy babies in creepy situations in this shop. Here's yet another one. If you want a skull motif mirror, they have that here. And the old famous shrunken head. Usually see that at Ripley's, but they have one here in this shop as well. I found a veteran here, and he's seen better days. He must have passed away or something, but he's still got his veteran's uniform on, and it also does look like he might have been a Mason as well. They even have a bunch of old newspapers here from El Paso, Texas from 1962. Some old stuff. Or if there's any John F. Kennedy ones in there. This here is just the back room, one little room. There's multiple rooms here at this place. There's so much to look at, and I'll never see it all probably. And the shop does not end. It goes right on out into the backyard area. It is raining outside, so I can't really do a whole lot. It's kind of stopped raining, but they have a lot of interesting signage and stuff out here in the back. Unbelievable. I see all kinds of signs here and stuff. I see a welcome sign here, and I think that's a McDonald's welcome sign from a McDonald's. It does look like the colors. I am just outside the back here. There's an old bell and an old wash tub. I guess it's a wash tub. There's just so much stuff here to look at this Oddities and Antique shop. And there's a big old door here with some bone handles. And it says employees only. Maybe that's where they keep the good stuff back in there. I'm not sure. According to this sign, this says it's a safe space. But somebody got trapped in there. And they're all bones now. So it couldn't have been too safe of a place. This here is some interesting artwork indeed. A skeleton that has some butterfly wings. Maybe this was one of those flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz, and this is his remains. Well, speaking of the Wizard of Oz, I got the scarecrow here. It does look like, and I think I see Miss Piggy's head sticking out of the pocket. What's she doing up there? I'm not sure. He must have did something really bad, and they're hanging him. This here thing is, I'm not sure what you would use this chamber for, this metal type chamber. I guess you could put some plants in it, or if you catch a burglar, you can put him in there until the cops arrive. I've seen this table over here, and it's got a bunch of broken up glass from old bottles and vases and stuff. And at first I thought maybe it might have been a glass table from IKEA. I tell you, they have some big items out here too. They have a old staircase, a metal spiraling staircase. So if your apartment complex has lost its staircase in that hurricane or something, they have it here. Come get it. They have a whole bunch of these here, and I'm not sure if you know what these are. They're called insulations, and they used to go up on top, up on the electric poles. Years ago. I'm not sure if they even use these anymore. These are some pretty darn cool old phones, and they got a bunch of them. You know, 6 of them. A whole set of 6. And, ooh, wow. This one's got push button dialing as opposed to, they call it rotary dialing. They have some interesting mannequins here. That probably was on a ship or something. There's a guy mannequin over here, and there's a little kid here. He looks like he might be excited about something. Maybe he's wanting some candy or something. That's kind of the look he has. They have heads inside of everything here. It's definitely not a headless place. There's all kinds of skulls and heads and baby dolls. They have a helmet here. It kind of looks like Mr. Freeze from Batman's old costume. And right down below it, there's all kinds of tools. All kinds of old tools, and looks like some old shoes, wooden shoes, possibly from Norway, and some wooden shoes here. I just now noticed this here hanging on the side of this tree branch is a gigantic tuba, big gigantic tuba along with these mannequins. Well, I thought I've seen it all here, but now I've found a prosthetic leg, and interesting indeed. And over here beside it is another prosthetic leg, it looks like. This definitely is the prosthetic leg corner. There's 3 of them over here. You can't hardly see it for the door, but they're there. Here's another prosthetic leg here on the floor. So if you're in need of a leg, a head, anything of that nature, they have it here. Very, very cool metal turtle back here. He's not a skeleton, he's just metal, but he's neat. And as you're going back into the shop, they have a sign over this door, 666. Oh my goodness. Talk about creepiness. One of the things I have found that I do like is this theater light, this old theater light. That would be pretty darn cool in my living room. I'm not sure what the price is on that baby. They have a bunch of old comic books here. Here's an old Donald Duck Walt Disney. It says 35 cents, but not sure what year that was made in, but that's some pretty old stuff. Justice League, and who is that? Willie and Phil? I don't know who Willie and Phil is, but if you need some promotional pictures, they have those. They have comic books, and I recognize her. That's Beverly D'Angelo. She was in the movie Coal Miner's Daughter and also in the movie Vacation with Chevy Chase. Here's just a whole bunch of old black and white celebrity pictures. Here's John Wayne, looks like, and even got Gene Autry and country music Ray Price. It does look like some of these are autographed. That's country star Billy Dean from years ago. There's Burt Reynolds, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff in here to look at in this shop. I could be in here all day with all these pictures. I'm looking out the side of this balcony here inside of this shop, and they have a snake hanging wrapped around this tree. Pretty weird. They've even got snakes here on the inside, along with a lot of cool skulls. And this is the place for the creepy, the odd, and the bizarre. Now, I found this interesting indeed. This is a straitjacket, but you could go out with that stethoscope and escape that mental hospital, and they might think you were a doctor since you are in white, and you could get loose. There's a sign here on this table that says beware of dog, and I would beware of a dog who has a stethoscope. He's Dr. Dog, I guess. I'm not sure if I want to let him listen to my heartbeat. Even more laboratory equipment and beakers and things in case you want to blow up the world. All kinds of medical supplies in this case, from extracting devices to needles and all kinds of interesting things. Right inside the shop is some real creepy weirdness. Babies being held up by all different means, and some of them even have masks on. This one has a dog mask. Even the little baby dolls are getting into the mask phenomenon. She's got a mask on. I found a very creepy hat that kind of looks like from the movie, I think it's Jeepers Creepers, possibly, is what that mask looks like to me. I've even found another baby up here with a gas mask on, preparing for, who knows, the apocalypse or the big bomb that's going to go off. You never know. Here's an interesting skeleton, and I find it interesting because at the bottom of the feet, he's part man and part chicken. He's got some chicken feet there. They even have baby chandeliers here. I guess you could hang your baby toys with these. I'm not sure, but they're plastic and they got hooks at the bottom. So, kind of creepy. Well, if you want to beat that traffic light, you can get you a plastic funeral sign to put on top of your car and go speeding right through. I don't think I would advise that though. And I was told by the owner that this cabinet is not a cabinet after all, back here in this corner that holds all the religious stuff. It is actually an Amish casket, an old wooden Amish casket. And I would have never known that if we hadn't had that little chat here just a minute ago. They have some of the risque type pictures up here as well in this shop, and some celebrity type stuff. Here's a portrait of maybe downtown Tampa. Remember when those buildings got destroyed by lightning? I'm not sure if they got destroyed, but that's a pretty cool photograph. There is all kinds of oddball stuff here, and here's yet another statue, and he's a frightful person and possibly a Shriner as well. Lots of cool masks here. Here's another cool mask. That would be good for Halloween for sure. open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 till 5, or you can get an appointment by calling that number. And what I found very neat in the parking lot, and I don't think it's for handicap, I think it's for anybody, but they have chalk outlines of police chalk outlines where you park. Oh, this was a very odd shop, and even the employees and the owners odd. No, not really. They were super nice here, and I really appreciate them letting me come in and check out all the oddities and antiques. It's more oddities than antiques, but the oddities are antiques, I believe. And what's even weirder is a paramedic truck pulled in as I'm leaving. Maybe they're coming out here to find some medical supplies. That's kind of scary, isn't it, though? You never know. Be sure to check out Oddities and Antiques on their Facebook page. That link's going to be in the description. Once again, thank you to the owner and his one employee here at this wonderful shop. And I could not show it all. Absolutely couldn't show it all. I've been here a few hours, I think. And now it's time to leave and go find something else that you might be interested in checking out, and I can show you. And appreciate all you subscribers out there. Keep hitting the subscribe button. I can't thank you enough for that. I don't make anything at this, but I do have fun doing it, and it really makes it a fun day, especially a shop like this. I love finding a place like this, and I can bring people here to places like this when I have some out-of-town guests, and they'll love it. They also sell on eBay, they said, so I'm sure there's a link somewhere on their Facebook. But definitely check them out, and remember to keep going out there, making it a great day, because you deserve it.